All right, so I bought a new tool and it's called the Power Probe Circuit Tester or whatever. Or that's a generic term. Actually, there's a company called Power Probe, but their version is like $200 or $300. These here are much less expensive. This one here is 20 bucks, and I'm gonna return it, and I'll explain why. This one here was like 70 bucks. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. So basically, what this thing, both of these devices do. And first of all, you can use a multimeter to do what these things do, but the problem is the leads on a multimeter are only 5-6 feet long, right? This guy here, for example, comes with 20 foot as standard, and then it comes with another 20-foot extension harness, so you get up to 40 feet of usable length. Okay, but first of all, let's go over this one real quick, and then we'll put it away. So I have a battery here. This is just a cheap battery. This guy here is $20, and it feels like $20. It's pretty cheap. These clamps are really chintzy and whatnot. But basically, what this thing is it's a power probe. Right off the bat, it has this digital readout. It's telling you it has 12.5 volts. Okay, so what this thing does is when you approach, let's say I have the probe touch this positive 12, you get a little light here that says positive. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then when you touch negative, it illuminates green. And I can also apply, right now there's no power to this, it's just detecting power or ground, but I can apply power to this if I want. Okay, so by pressing up, that's 12 hot. If I press down, it's negative. So you can be somewhere and you can apply voltage or ground to a device or whatever. Okay, and then it also has a jumper, so I can use this as a ground, and then I can apply positive here, and I can power up a device away from the battery. Okay, it has an LED here, but the reason I'm returning it is because it has a buzzer, and I thought the buzzer was to tone the positive or the ground signal, but this is for overprotection. So so let's see here, if I go positive and I go negative, yeah, I mean the buzzer doesn't even work. This thing got a little hot, or it's glowing red. But anyway, this is 20 bucks. I'm returning it because, again, it doesn't have that audible feature, and I think that these lights, the positive and negative, they're pretty small, so you can't really see what's going on, right? So let's go ahead and plug this guy in. So these cables are nicer, they're more flexible, I can tell. So that helps. These cables are nicer. Okay, so you hear that tone? That's what I was looking for. So right off the bat, look at how big this readout is, and then when I hit positive, I wanted that buzzer sound. So it also shows up red for positive, and then listen to the difference for the negative tone. So that tone alone is worth it to me, and then it has a bigger display so you can see the red or the green versus that stupid little toy over there. Anyway, and then it has brighter LEDs. It has a mode button, so you can go to, that was voltage DC, this is voltage AC, which I'm not sure how to use at this point. It has resistance, so you can check resistance, and then you can turn the tone off if you want. But back to this, again, I can hit up for positive, down for negative, and it has the plus or minus sign here. So where's that ground clamp? It also has a ground clamp. So we'll test something real quick. All right, so I have a light bulb here. Let's see if we can, if you hook up, I don't know which one's which. I don't know if it matters. Okay, so if I go positive, see that? So that's cool how you can, obviously if you don't hit the button, nothing happens. It just senses the ground because, it's just a filament, right? But as soon as I hit positive, so that's cool. You can apply power outside of the battery. Okay, so this tool was super helpful. We were working on my son's truck engine here. We're trying to do a first fire, and there was no spark at the spark plug. So I removed this connector, right? Okay, so we want to test for voltage. You know, I got the ignition on. So right here, I have 12 volts at the pink wire, and then here's a black wire, which should be ground. So right there, hot, ground. All right, so after we had no spark, on one side, I noticed that I had no ground. And there was a ground wire over here that was loose, and I had no idea where it went. And if I just touched it to ground, or if I connected it to ground, I automatically got ground on this side. On the other side, I had no power. I did have ground, and I traced it back to the fuse block over here, and there was a loose wire. So that's how this thing became so handy for us right now. So over here is the fuse block, and you know, you can touch the top of the fuse and verify that there is power on both sides. It's a very small. Okay, so I got power here. And actually, even though it had power on the sides, the pin slipped out. So it wasn't actually transferring to the wire. So I noticed that, and we pulled it out and whatnot. But that's kind of how handy this device is. If you're troubleshooting, like for example, no start condition, you can trace down some important signals. So this is just an awesome tool to have in the toolbox, and you got all this wire to run wherever you want. But I just wanted to show you that real quick. All right, well that's gonna do it for this video on this circuit tester. It's pretty cool. One more thing, it also comes with a cigarette lighter adapter. So if you're inside the car and you gotta poke around under the dash, you don't have to pop the hood and attach it to your battery. You can use that. So that's pretty cool. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll drop a link below. You can check it out for both of these if you want the cheap $20 one or the $70 one, you know, but it's definitely handy to have it in your toolbox.